Good afternoon, welcome. I'm joined today by Nurgle. Decided to keep Nurgle. And Nurgle stays. Man, it'd be so easy to... It kind of looks like I'm in a collab. I just have a very silent collab partner. I'm joined today by Nurgle, who's just not gonna say anything, but they're on call. Welcome. Oh, Nurgle could be a TTS thing. Wait, this is very tempting. Oh, I have so many Nurgle ideas. Yesterday's stream was just like a bountiful well of like stream ideas. I don't know where I'm gonna find the time, but there's so many ways I could implement things. But welcome Bep, welcome Archibald, welcome Kiyu, welcome Krua, welcome Agumi, welcome Borbfan, welcome Jam, welcome Ribbon. Welcome Circleback, welcome Hoborg, welcome Nurgle, welcome in everyone. Welcome, welcome. Ah, the game's like open source too, so I bet I can like actually like find a lot of the assets and like I might even be able to like use them within the license they're distributed by, which would be really cool. But yeah, welcome in everyone. I don't know if I have any updates. I'm hoping, I know this last time the stream just didn't explode at all. And at least like anecdotally, I think the last couple streams I've watched haven't had this issue. So maybe it's better now, maybe it's been fixed, that would be wonderful. Stream might explode. If it does, just bear with me. It should be like just a matter of like restarting OBS. So if at any point it starts buffering, just like wait a couple minutes and it should be fine, I hope. But yeah, I guess we can just dive into things. We can just spin some adjectives. Let's just go for it. Have anything else to yap about, I think. So walked around the neighborhood and saw some birds as usual. It was fun. It was really fun. I still don't think I'm gonna like stream video games much, but I might stream other things. I mean, I had like one stream that wasn't a mammal review, and now I'm back to reviewing mammals. I don't know if I really took a radical departure. But if I do stream other things, I want them to have some like exploratory vibe to them. Like that was what was really fun about yesterday's stream, was I did enjoy like just discovering all of these cool games and stuff. So like I don't think there's gonna be a stream where I just play a like video game you all know. Yeah, it would be incredibly funny. I often think about what would happen if just one of the like many like I don't know, retro game streamers I watch who's like renowned for digging up like weird and insane stuff just for a month inexplicably streamed nothing but Apex Legends. I think that'd be extremely funny. I think if like I wasn't a coward, I would do that bet. But like with me, I guess, you don't know anything about my video game case for the most part. Like, it's not a video game stream or something. So like for all you know, I could just play nothing but Apex Legends and nothing else. I don't think it'd be as funny for me. It'd have to be like someone who's like known to like play weird and obscure video games. But yeah, I think for like collabs and stuff, I can just do whatever. But like here on my stream, I think if I ever stream anything other than reviewing mammals, it's gonna like, I don't know, have that kind of vibe to it. Like some sort of exploration or something, I don't know. Gummy is the first adjective also, which is incredibly fucked up. Like, no, if we were like reviewing invertebrates, this would be a great get, because some like invertebrates are definitely gummier than others. But no mammals are gummy. I do not believe there's a single gummy mammal. Which sort of presents the problem to us. I guess this is the bear. The bear is kind of like has gummy incarnations. Yeah, so that's what I was about to bring up. Would then what the natural thing to do would be how plausible it would be as like a weird gummy bear style snack. I had exactly this in mind. Like, I think maybe if I can't get a read on how gummy they are, yeah, because like you could make the case exactly that like racks are gummy. Ponzors, hell yeah. Um, yeah, so I think some mammals do have a gummy vibe to them, but I think I also want to open up the possibility. I think I have held a rat like once a while ago. It was quite nice. They're like, they do squirm around a bunch. Like a pet rag, of course. I'm not like picking up a wild rag off the street. That'd be insane. But yeah. I think we could do gummy. I think we can make gummy works. True, true. It could also be their like, if you have like very sharp menacing teeth, it's kind of the opposite of being gummy. But maybe we'll run into some toothless or like very stubby toothed mammals. Conskin is brutal. I feel like we've had something like conskin in the same like semantic space as conskin before, but I don't remember what it was. But that is not easy. Sour? I like that we have sour and gummy. Welcome, Derby. Welcome, welcome. Endearing. Hell yeah. I describe a lot of mammals already as endearing. Sour and gummy is such a funny combination. Yeah, sour gummy shrews. Oh, fuck off! I remember seeing these, that, this, like those relational adjectives or whatever, while scrolling through that, and these might be the most brutal of them. These. Sure, sure. I like vetoed things in my... Also, I think I vetoed things in like my first few streams. Also, I think I forgot to add, what was the... Oh yeah, sour. I forgot to add sour. But I'm a stronger streamer now. I have no fucking clue how I'm gonna handle these. But I am not a coward. These is going on there. Alright, let's roll the first mammal. Yeah, yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, if, you know, yeah, exactly. They're these. It goes without saying. It's also like plural, so maybe if it's like a solitary animal, that would cut into it, but if it's like a very sociable animal that forms colonies, that could give it a high score. Also, like, we've talked before about like how some of the animal names sound like something you like trick the substitute teacher into saying, like Microgus or crab-eating macaque, right? Those are like classic that. So if you have the like these thing going on, that could be yeah, exactly. If it's like you're the horrible child who's pulling a like these nuts joke kind of these. That could be another angle we take. It's gonna be brutal, but I think there's things we can do. Welcome, Forest. These was a... Thank you for the clip. Yeah, these was an insane adjective. Thank you, thank you. Tamias minimus. The least chipmunk, holy shit! The most widespread in North America and the smallest chipmunk. Widespread, I just mean geographic, because I'm gonna say this is like a tiny range. Like, when there's like most widespread in North America, I thought that would cover the whole thing, but no, like, this is just like a bunch of mountainscapes no one lives in. So it just must mean, like, there must just not be any chipmunk that, like, spans North America. I was gonna say, oh, I bet I've seen a ton of these if they're the most widely distributed in North America, but no. No, I have, like, never once seen that. Yeah. But this is, like, yeah, this is not even, like, you know, the most populous parts of Canada. It covers a lot of Canada, but, like, a lot of, like, rural Canada. But there are, like, some populous cities in here. If you're in, like, Denver or Calgary. Actually, Calgary might be too far south. I don't know my Canadian geography well enough. Edmonton for sure. And then they seem like up in, like, Wisconsin. But that is a very funny range. But the least chipmunk, holy shit. Look at this. This is so cute. Yeah, these are definitely not the chipmunks I'm used to seeing. Predators include hawks, owls, and muscelids. Check out this gallery. Great image. Oh my god. Diurnal and eat seeds. They have tiny brains, suggesting they prefer less complex environments. That's awesome. I love how it's the smallest chipmunk, and even accounting for that, it's the smallest brain relative to its size of all chipmunks. Like, even if you account for the fact that it's the smallest chipmunk and scale them all to the same size, it still has the smallest brain. This is wonderful. The incredibly stupid chipmunk. Apparently, like, virtually indistinguishable from the yellow pine chipmunk. Like, these are so cute. Look at them! Look! Chipmunks rule. Like, squirrels already are so good. It's fucked up that we get to have tiny photogenic squirrels. These. I think these are very these. Holy shit. Yeah, I love squirrels, but they're... I don't think that's a hot cake. I actually think that's kind of a cold cake, because they are just kind of... tinier. More, like, colorful and visually interesting squirrels. Like, just adding a stripe to any animal, I think does really buff its conventional beauty. God, such a cute animal. And I love that it's called the least chipmunk. I should like check GBIF before I dive into things. Tamias minimus. Mostly lives on the ground, but sometimes climbs brush and trees to forage, or even to build a leaf nest in branches or woodpecker cavities. Most nests are built underground in a burrow system and can have up to 4 entrances. He gets very vocal with 5 to 6 different types of alarm calls and several other types of vocalizations. He is not easily trapped despite the tiny brain. That's cool. So some species are very endangered, but some subspecies are very endangered, but the overall least chipmunk population seems to be doing fine. Gummy? I want to say a little bit. I don't think it's zero gummy. Yeah, I think there's like a general. I'm gonna even above average gumminess for a mammal. I just think rodents are kind of a little gummy. Like they're squirmy, you know. God, these are impossible adjectives. Wait, can we take a minute to appreciate? None of these are plausible. Look, Malibe, I have gummy, constant, sour in these. This is so fucked up. Constant, they're like least concern. They have a huge range. I think they're quite constant, I guess. Chipmunks are gummy relative to the average mammal. Mammals aren't very gummy. Yeah, I think that's right, Kura. I think I just unlock hard mode after clearing 1,000. I think they're all gonna be like this from now on. Also, welcome, Alcassimeth. Sour? No, they look so sweet and friendly. I don't think these are grouchy at all. Though you disagree. Punks? No, this is like just sweetheart. I know they like Ragberg figures and stuff, but they deserve it. They is just because of the human intention. That's just like a cache of free food. Chipmunks are slightly equal. Welcome, Pink Honey Bug. Yeah. The Fraggle stream has like messed up my schedule to it. It's like very weird to stream 3 times in 4 days. I'm not used to that at all. Maybe the big chipmunks are evil. Chipmunks will eat mice, but there's only the least chipmunk eats mice. I can believe that the bigger chipmunks are evil, but this one's tiny and has a tinier brain, and seems to just eat flowers, fruits, fungi, leaves, and bugs. And bugs don't count. That's really funny, Archibald. I'm on their side. Sorry. These are definitely these. Okay, wait, I can't. Least chipmunk. Tiny brain, even if you. Yeah. Smallest chipmunk brain, even if you account for the size. Hard to trap despite this. They mostly live on the ground, but will construct the occasional leaf nest in a tree. There we go. Let's spin another mammal. Oh shit! Second one of the stream and we're ready. We're all ready. Holy shit! Wait, sorry, in my excitement I hit the wrong cut. I hit the wrong screen, I hit the wrong shortcut. This is it. We have roll default shrew. We got it. The most common shrew and one of the most common mammals. Yeah, very constant, very these. This is the shrew. There's like a, I should check. There's a pretty good chance the shrew in the shrew counter is the common shrew. Also, the greatest, we have the greatest image of all time for this. I remember seeing this on iNaturalist. I think if you just go to the page for shrews in general on iNaturalist, you can see, look at this. You can click into the observation so I can confirm it is the common shrew. Tell me this isn't the cutest image you have ever seen. Right? This is like so good. This is the representative of all shrews on iNaturalist. Like, I think if you link the shrew taxon anywhere, this is the thumbnail. This was selected to represent the entire shrew family, and I think it was so justifying. God, I love the common shrew. How big is the original image? Because again, I want to do these sparingly, and it's mostly based off the image, but this is a really good... Okay, that is kind of tempting. I think I can scale it down a little bit. God, I think you might be right. I think you might be right. I think this one... I think this might deserve a full art. I feel for the full art ones, they should have the like image attribution be a larger font and like down here. I think that's good. Like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wanna confirm that the shrew I use is this shrew. Also, this image is so good. I don't know if I wanna like mess with it anymore. Can I foil it? I wonder if I could. I wonder if I could. Probably. There's all these like fake transparent PNGs. It drives me insane. Yeah, I might have to pause on holographicing it. Actually, maybe just... Yeah. I'll leave that for another time. I should set something up so I can foil things, maybe. Um... Also, I guess... Actually, let me just fix this now, because it's driving crazy. My GIMP capture is, like, 10 pixels too short, so you can never see what I write on the very bottom. And for the first time ever, I'm gonna actually fix that, because it has annoyed me one time too many. There we go. I can't believe you got, like, least chipmunk into common shrew. Just, like, non-stop tiny iconic creatures. This has to be, like, the most well-studied shrew. We'll actually be able to, like, learn about this one. Yeah, 2 to 3 times their body weight in order to survive every day. In order to survive, they must eat every 2 to 3 hours. They will starve if they go without food much longer than that. So again, like, that's because it's a bigger shrew. The smaller ones have to eat even more frequently than that to survive. Like, 2 to 3 hours, that's like a pretty good break. God, look at it, like, scamper around. It's so rare that you get, like, good footage of shrews in motion, because they're so elusive. God, look at that jigging! Oh my god. The snout too? What excellent creatures. Like, holy shit. It gives a snoutful jigger, yeah. You move like this for it? Hell yeah. God, they're so good. Yeah, during the winter, their skulls shrink by nearly 20% and their brains get 30% smaller. Total body mass, Jesus. I can imagine them, like, losing fat, but their bones shrinking is insane. Scientists believe that low temperatures trigger their bodies to break down bones and tissues and absorb them. To, like, survive the winter, they just start digesting their own bones. Horrifying. Densities of up to 1 per 200 square meters. That is gummy. Circle back, you're 100% correctly. That's extremely gummy behavior. I know Bep said that they were gummy before, but I think that, like, locks it in. Oh my god. Yeah, we already have our image selected, but that's not gonna stop me from scrolling through the image gallery. Oh, the ones in snow? Oh my god, the little guy. Holy shit. So cute. They are like extremely small, like the size of a coin. Well, okay, bigger than a coin, but still on the scale of a coin. Oh, the ones of them in snow are just so delightful. Wow. He's really, really good. I want to play a Flash game where you play as these. I know, they look so cool. No wonder they start digesting their bones. It's out there in the snow like that. Oh, are we gonna get you? Cuggliness non-cuggly. Fuck off. No, these are cuggly. Skill insane. I think this is the third time it's appeared naturally. This pisses me off every time. It would be a difficult Chicago, I do admit it. He eats beagles, though occasionally earthworms and mollusks. Remains of vertebrates are rare in stomach contents of common shrews. Frogs occur more often than mammals. Under experimental condition, the common shrew easily consumes small frogs. Wait, but what mammals is the common shrew eating? Welcome, Sheriff Ram. Welcome, welcome. This thing is like as big as my finger. What mammals is it eating? Other shrews, maybe? Like slightly smaller shrews? We have default shrew. We have the common shrew. The most common shrew and one of the most common mammals throughout Northern Europe. I just realized probably the most common shrew throughout Northern Europe. Still, for like possibly Anglo-centric reasons, this guy got to be the common shrew and became the most studied one. Gummy, like, I think this is an extremely gummy creature, especially the bones business. Constant, extremely constant. Sour. They're like little carnivores. I think they're kind of like evil. Oh, and did you form a caravan? I wonder if I can find a good shrew caravan footage. Yeah, here we go, here we go.
As single mums with up to 7 young at a time, shrews certainly have them.
God, they're so gummy.
It's hard enough keeping tabs on babies when they're all in one place, but it's a far greater challenge when they all leave their burrow. Keeping everyone together outside calls for a very particular style of moves.
Yeah, there we go. It's so silly. But just to keep them all safe. Welcome Lillian, and like prevent them from getting lost, I think. Like,
Mum is clearly not fussed about how much sleep her babies get and takes them out any time of day or night.
awesome music choice.
Is an eye-catching way to get around. But there's a good reason for their stylish performance.
We'll never know what that reason is, though. Cool snake, yeah. I don't know, this image makes it look so sweet, but sometimes they look like really grouchy, which I think is very cute. I think like middling sour score. Extremely these. Very iconic animal. Holy shit. Let me change the font here so it's more legible. I wonder if going light, well... Yeah, I wonder if going lighter would actually work well. I think like a dark gray would be kind of weird looking. Default shrew. They digest their bones to shrink in the winter. Lots of footage of these extremely cute animal. Just look at the image. Young station stream icon. Shrew. I think that's good. I think that's good. Oh, maybe the caravans. They form caravans. Excellent. Holy shit, what? Common shrew. That's huge. Good rolls today. All two of them. Funny that we rolled that on the like insane adjective game. I think it like kind of worked well for that. Corynorhinus mexicanus, probably a bat, because those are the ones that have weird noses. Yep, the Mexican big-eared bat. Awesome guy. Look at those ears, crazy shape. They're really good ears. Unfortunately, populations are declining. But they're near threatened. They're not doing too bad. Welcome, Gerbil Ninja. Welcome, welcome. We just had the common shrew. God, I like this. This is a very funny image of me. The male reproductive organs are the smallest in February, March, and April, and reach their biggest size determined by weight. I do not want to know how they're like just weighing the reproductive organs in August. Were they 40 times bigger than they were in April? 40 times bigger. The dick and balls are 40 times bigger in August than in April. I didn't know that was possible. That's a lot. 40 is a lot. Yeah, Gakko is shrinkage. Oh, these are so cute though. Those ears are like unreal. This is a rabbit. You can't tell me this is not a rabbit. This is a rabbit which can fly. Wow. Mexican big-eared bat. Oh yeah, no, I think the like organic typos are a good thing. I think they add texture to the reviews. They might like fuck up the searchability, but I think they're uncommon enough that's not the end of the world. If anyone was searching for all mentions of myself by me, that skill probably would work. Actually, because I think the search is set up in a way where that would be fine. Come from dry lowlands to highland pine oak. In roots, individuals hang well apart from one another. So we've been mostly speaking with the iconic sense of these, or the like wonderful sense of these, but for the plurality sense of these, that really does hurt. Especially for a bat. Normally bats are like quite into huddling. They do form maternity colonies in small groups in the breeding season. And they do have colonies of up to 500, so in some sense way more plural, and way more of these than most mammals, even if they're low on the bat end of things. Probably eat small flying insects. Awesome. These are flies, I believe. At least one of these is flies. I think these are flies. Like, these are probably also flies. There's so many. No, these are butterflies. Wait, I should have known that. These are butterflies and moths. Yeah. I feel like bats are a little gummy. I'm thinking nothing would be gummy, but I feel like bats and rodents are the most gummy mammals. Which means that a lot of things are going to be gummy, because... And shrews, I guess, because a lot of things are bats, rodents, or shrews. So the, like, particularly gummy mammals are also the, like, most disproportionate. And yeah, this has been acknowledged. Bears definitely... Does anyone have that emote? Does anyone have the, like, insane dancing gummy bear emote that you unlock for, like, watching a DJ stream in a certain month or something? I love that emote. It's so messed up. It's, like, very strange. Yes, thank you, Double Dot. Thank you, Double Dot. Welcome. Are these constant? They're near threatened. They occur in over pretty wide range and pretty big numbers. There was like some weird unlocking conditions for it. I think it had to do with watching a like stream in the DJ category, and I think a lot of people just got it from like random raids and stuff. So if you don't like, if there's no like Twitch DJ you regularly watch, you might have just ragging into one. It's funny because there is a DJ I regularly watch, but like somehow I didn't get the emote. Are these sour? No, this looks so friendly. I don't think this is sour. These, they do appear in groups of up to 500. It's not like, I mean, it seems fairly iconic for a... Yeah, these are a Halloween creature, which maybe makes them sour gummies, but I don't know, that feels like... That feels like we're pushing things a little bit. I can bump it up a bit for that. Extremely good ears. If bunnies could fly. Their dick and balls is 40 times bigger. In August it was? August than April, I think? Yeah, August than April. Probably eats flies and moths. Hell yeah. I just love... These sour gummies are constant is incredible. It's fucked up that... the adjectives we gotta allow you to do this. And I think this is like truly a demonic day for adjectives. And this image is by... What is this image by? Isakshar Leonardo. Hell yeah. Let's spin another mammal. Yeah, it actually does exist on some things, just not these species. Oh, wait, I think I know what Elephantulus is, and it's not what you think it is, but it's something arguably better. And before anyone comes in here... Hell yeah, Bushveld elephant shrew. And we always have to say the elephant shrew fact, which is elephant shrews are closer to elephants than to shrews. I'm sorry, Gerbil Ninja. I know, not a true shrew, not even close taxonomically, but it's a shrew. It's a shrew. Look at it. That's shrew. God, I love these so much. Where's the... We have to also play... We have to do the elephant shrew ritual, which starts with the whole discussion about how they're not really shrews, but they still count. And then we all watch the video, and we all go, oh...
Take a closer look at that snout.
I'm still curious... God, this is so good. I'm still curious what species of elephant shrew this is. I think I tried to look it up once. Okay, thank you, Gerbil Ninja. Thank you for your clemency. The Bushveld elephant. You should just push for them to be renamed Sengi. As soon as they become renamed Sengis, I will begrudgingly stop incrementing the counter for them. But that seems to be slowly adopted. The adoption on that seems to be quite slow. God. Look at it! Extremely cute animal. I'm gonna use this one because I'm not violating the license, and I'm gonna try and start using ones that are CC by when possible, but we will take a minute to look at the other images because holy shit, some of them were good. The pair? The two of them? These are so good. I love elephant shrews. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at the smile. I think this thing just lost any chance of getting sour points with that smile. This thing is bright and bubbly. Yeah. God. I think I'm gonna use this. It's CC by NC. No one give any money and it's chill. No one really knows what CC by NC means, which is kind of why it's a terrible license, but this image is too good. So welcome, Lopta. They are like bullet train. They're so aerodynamic looking. They are like bullet train gerbils. These look kinda gummy. I mean, we're just talking. Actually, what I'm saying, they're quite gummy. We just talk about shrews are gummy, and even if these aren't true shrews, they definitely retain the gumminess. Main-gate activity is least frequent. Occasionally shelters in abandoned rodent burrows. That's quite cute. Widespread. They maintain trails. Their trails are maintained by sweeping aside debris with forelimbs. They maintains trails and keep them clean. That's so cute. A little less cute, there is no direct paternal care of young. They do not use nests. They just are on the ground. Mostly eats ants and termites. Yeah, these are gummy for sure. I mean, least concern, widespread thing, also just I feel these would have your back. I think they'd be there for you. I think they're not flaggy at all, so I think they're constant in that sense. Not sour at all, though. I mean, these. Incredible smile. They maintain paths. They use their forelimbs to keep them clear of debris. Holy shit. What a wonderful creature. I love the bushveld elephant shrew. Oh my god. Okay, I think it adds a boat ship start. Welcome, Ash Grey Tree. I will see you all in a few minutes. Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hope you all had a nice break. I guess I'm always scared when I come back because I always figure it takes people a few minutes. You like reopen the tab, you know, whenever an ad break starts, I always like just switch tabs and then come back in a few minutes, but I'm not like accurately timing it. So I always figure it's gonna take a few minutes for people to come in, and I'm always scared, what if this is the time I roll Homo sapiens? What if I like roll Homo sapiens right after an ad break and like no one's here and then everyone misses the Homo sapiens roll? This is like a constant fear I have, so I sometimes just try to like burn random amounts of time before spinning the wheel after an ad break. Because what if, you know? God, it'd be so funny if this is Homo sapiens. Nope. Nope. It's a Kuko instead. It's a Kuko. It's budini's Kuko. Bugin's Kuko was formerly considered a species of rodent. The IUCN currently views it as a subspecies of Ctenomys frager. But Wikipedia is not always up to date. We're cautious about these things, and as we know, the Kukos are undergoing taxonomic chaos. So I'm gonna choose to listen to GBIF, which may or may not agree. GBIF seems to think this is its own species. GBIF has this as an accepted species. It is not listed as a synonym of a subspecies of Ctenomys fracture. So they do acknowledge it. And yeah, they mentioned Lagersaurus is listed as a distinct species. So I think there's no consensus that it is a subspecies, so I think we review it as its own species. Which might be hard. There's really not much information about it. And it might not even have an naturalist page on account of like not exactly being a actual species. Kukos are so awesome. Yeah, no observations, shockingly. If I just open this in GBIF. I'm running a different Kuko page and hope that the illustration on this page will contain my Kuko, but it does not. Man. Am I gonna have to draw Bugin's Kuko? There's Kids Encyclopedia Facts. Do you wanna see Bugin's Kuko facts for kids? This is awesome. It's just a clone of Wikipedia, but with a funny robot here, and it's called Kiggle. Yeah, that's awesome. The Kiggle Encyclopedia. So I think they're like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to draw this Kuko. Does this one, like, sometimes mistaken for a subspecies of, have any photos? No. But just have an illustration at least. Great. No, not even. I'm just drawing this blind. I just know what Kuko looks like. Is there any more? No, there's no discussion of its appearance here. No discussion of its appearance here. All we know is it's a Kuko. I think that's literally the extent of information about its appearance. Awesome. We have like nothing to go on. But we are gonna persevere. Does anyone have requests? This Kyuko can kind of just be whatever we want it to be. Does anyone have any? God, that looks horrific. Let me look at some reference images while I do this. Sorry. Okay, I think we're on something. Yeah. This is something. This is good. Now for the fur, I think like a little. Oh yeah. There we go. I think this is perfect. Oh wait, shit, can I draw in the background? Okay, I'm just gonna have to like trace what I drew in the line art. I'm just gonna have to start from zero. Man, I was feeling so good about that. I think I can recreate it. I think I know the gist. Yeah, that's it. Cognitive arms. Yeah. There. I think that's perfect. I think I nailed it. Thank you. Thank you. No way Chukoku's gummy. Very not at all, right? Despite being arrogant, somehow it loses all the gumminess when it reaches that size. Not at all constant, like we're not even sure if it's a species has a tiny range. It's in taxonomic chaos, it doesn't get much less constant than a Kuko, I think. Very fleeting animal in like almost every possible sense. I get. Well, let's look at the Kuko gallery. Are these sour? I detect a bit of grouchiness from these. I think they are kind of sour. And they like borderline don't exist, which can't possibly help. These, no, this is like barely an animal. Yeah, these question mark. Exactly. This is like, no, you can't be like, you can't look at Bugen's Chuko and go, oh, one of these, right? Of course, iconic animal, Bugen's Kyuko. I hate to say it, but these are like not these at all. Now I feel so mean, I'm bullying Bugen's Kyuko. But I need to judge these fairly, you know? Yeah, perfect. X. Tuco. It might not actually be a Tuco, but it might, or like maybe a subspecies. Oh, thank you. No, I just need to hit the hotkey to update total. It'll always update when I export, but I still think it's nice to like, so there's no real risk of the total being wrong, but I think it's still nice to like recalculate so you can all see it. Thank you. Yeah, always appreciate if you, or like maybe it's subspecies or maybe not even, we might just be wrong. But yeah, it's nice when people point out because I do often forget. I think that's it. I think we know like nothing about this Kuko, so we kind of just have to leave it there. Iconic young station scream character Kuko that like barely exists. Kobus? Ellipsiprymnus. Crazy name, which gets me excited. It's like a genus I don't think I've heard of before. Holy shit. Holy shit. These are amazing. Yeah, really nice creatures. Look at the coat on this one. I love this. Like, normally the, like, male antelopes are the ones people go crazy for because we love horns, and I do love horns. These are, like, incredibly beautiful horns. But she's kind of stunning. Like, that coat is so good. It's so strange. Welcome, Navchak. Welcome. Gregarious animals which form herds of 6 to 30. So if these weren't already these enough from their iconic status, that definitely increases it. Mostly found in grassland. Oh yeah, they have a crazy ring on their butt, which is where their species name comes from. Hell yeah. We don't know much about their evolution. So many subspecies, oh my god. 37 subspecies based off coat color. There's this crazy variety in coats. Wow. It's the largest in its genus. When sexually excited, the skin of the water buck secretes a greasy substance with the odor of musk, giving it the name greasy cob. The odor of this is so unpleasant that it repels predators. Awesome. They get all sorts of horrific diseases. They fight sometimes to the death. They enter water to escape predators, but they don't seem to particularly like being in water. Poor guys. Because they greatly depend on it. Yeah, I was wondering. Yeah, greasy equals gummy. I think you're right. I think you're onto something. Turns out all of these are gummy. We do have. Wait. Hold on. I wonder if I can do something. User define shader. Load shader text from file. That work? No, that does not work. Maybe this'll work. Oh yeah, there we go. It's like kind of a strange looking blur. Because like, you know, we're on Twitch, so we have to keep it safe, but... Oh shit, okay wait, there you go. That is such I don't know, they look so goofy in this image. And you know they smell horrible from what we just read. God, these are so cool. Like, wow. The hanging out with the bird is so good. I love this image. God, it's so good. This image was by Martin Ingemanson. Water buck. Yeah, I think, okay, it's not like very gummy in most sense, but I do agree that the greasy secretion helps. I don't know if it like brings it up to above average, but I think it like brings it up to there. Constant, they're least concerned, they have a very wide range, and I think it's just like kind of iconic, and that makes it feel like enduring to me. Like, it's very, I don't know, it also seems like stoic. I don't know how I'm supposed to interpret constant, but I get constant vibe. It doesn't... It looks maybe a bit sorrowful, but I don't know if that looks sour. I'm gonna give it like an eggy one. These seem pretty iconic. Like, they have such a cool name, they have a pretty long Wikipedia article, a lot of photos, widespread range. Yeah, I think this could even be like a 182. Secretes a foul grease when turned on. The grease also helps it swim. Will go in water when threatened, but does not seem to particularly enjoy doing so. I think that's good. Really good creature. I love the like, oh, I love how many ungulates you got. How many like different varieties of like antelopes and other similar creatures there are out there. It's quite wonderful. They're not quite in like Primix territory for like, because they show up a bit less and they're maybe, I don't know, I just love monkeys so much that I don't know if they quite make it there. But I mean, the rarity is almost, the rarity goes both ways. It both means they're not like as common of a delight, but makes it like extra special when you get one. Yeah, pronghorns are great. Extremely good roll. But let's spin another. The rolls today have been crazy. Aside from maybe the one Cuco. The one Cuco kind of sucked. But other than that, they've been very good. Homisomus sylvestris. Yes, yeah, okay, now we're back in traditional territory. Now we have the forest Oligophilig mouse. Thomas Oligophilig has too many creatures. We need to split them up. Like, get over yourself. You do not need a forest mouse. Or you need your own genus. Sorry, this isn't the Oligophilig forest mouse. This is the forest Oligophilig mouse. This is a classic style roll. Can you please share this mouse? I'll take it. Thomas Oldfield is like 100 mice? I have none. I don't think that's fair. Can this be the young Scaetian mouse? Can we petition to rename this the young Scaetian mouse? I think it's only fair. It is one of these. But I don't think that's the same as these. I think that's almost the opposite of these. Or it's Oldfield mouse. And yeah, I think this is gummy. This thing looks gummy as hell. Like 206 gummy. No, I think it's constant. I mean, well, it's constant in that we keep getting these. You know, it keeps happening to us. I think that counts as a constancy. Welcome, Washer. Check out how insane our 4 adjectives are today. Welcome, welcome. Well, I should read about Forest Oldfield mouse. I have not GBIF searched. I've just been purely going off vibes. Yeah. No, you love how to evaluate how these an adjective, mammal is. Oh god, there's like nothing about this species. It has moderately long, narrow hind feet. Awesome. His tail is almost naked. The IUCN Reglusk is a crazy transcription error. Least concern on the IUCN Reglusk. Awesome. Yeah, that gave us nothing. That gave us nothing except some notes material. I think it is kind of sour. No, these are not these. These are those. These are whatever. These are not like... No one knows this. No one's like, oh, that's Forest Goldfield mouse. Classified as least concern on the IUCN Reglusk. I don't know if there's anything else to say. Reglusk is so good, and there's nothing else about this mouse. Oh yeah, Thomas Oldfield has too many mice. Give me some. I think that wraps up my thoughts on the Forest Goldfield mouse. Let's spin another mammal. Meriones sacramenti, the sacramental Meriones. Sacramenti is an insane species name. Oh, Jurg! Jurg alert! I don't know if Gerbil Ninja is currently here, but holy shit, we have an insane constant Jurg. Congrats, Gerbil Ninja, you're finally... I feel like you've, like, keep having incredibly unlucky timing of, like, just missing these, but you got one. I'm so glad. I know, this picture is so good, I cannot giggle. Hell yes, thank you for the Jurg cheer. God, this picture is so fucking good. This is so fun. No one should ever use red eye correction or anything. Like, it just don't... This just improves every image, you know? Thank you, Gerbil Ninja. Thank you. This is Mothman sighting. Spends most of its time in burrow. Well, we have a Jurg even Gerbil Ninja doesn't know. That's quite impressive. It's quite aggressive towards unknown intruders, but will usually tolerate family members, and some species may even sometimes share the burrow with another family. That's cute. That's funny that like they're like violent towards intruders, but they will sometimes like welcome in a tenant. Like if it's an agreed upon arrangement, if they cohabitate, they're like roommates sometimes, and then it's chill. But when there's a new Jurg who's not welcome, they'll go crazy. But if they have such an arrangement, then it's fine. Keep varying winter strategies. Some enter torpor, others just like live underground and eat their wealth of stored food. It may eat more leaves than its relatives. Awesome. Okay, let's see these on a naturalist. I mean, we're not gonna top that image, but we should get like a more representative look at these. We should get one where you can actually make out the animal. That's quite good. That is wonderful. I get it. These are extremely cute. Ah, these are so good. Jerg's drool. But who are we kidding? I love the, like, this one. I love that there's a pair of images. I love these so much. Mothman psychic. There's incredible. Zoom in, enhance. Oh my god. Whoa, Jerboa controversy. This was like formerly classified as a gender Jerboa. That was their initial impression. The Jerboa blunder. I'm still so curious why it's sacramenti. Like, it's not Buxtoni, it's by being Buxton's Jurg. So this is like the sacramental Jurg. I don't know what makes it sacramental. We live in small family groups. Threatened by political instability. He looks quite gummy. They're vulnerable. I don't know if these are very constant. Also, they're like on the move too. It does look quite sour here. It looks quite grumpy that someone has disturbed it. I mean, they're just so good. I'm gonna give it a high feed score for that alone. Whoa, whoa, perfect. Again, the second time a demonic looking creature has gotten a 666. Swear it's not intentional. Yeah, yeah. Mothman. Psychic. Exactly. Attacks intruders, but sometimes another family will share its burrow, and that's chill. Seems to eat more leaves than its relatives. I think that's good. I think that's good for Buckskin's Jurg. The score kind of scans for itself, you know? Oh, squirrel! Man, I think we've been getting like a lot of cute rodents today. Leaf chipmunk, the Jurg. Western gray squirrel, iconic squirrel. I think if I like went across to the bay, I'd see these everywhere, maybe? Because by living in California, I like never see these where I currently am. There's some sort of gray squirrel that like lives in the West Bay. Yeah. Well, classic squirrel of parts of California, at least. Not a classic squirrel for me. I'm not very familiar with this squirrel. The range image is so resolution. But yeah, they do seem Django in the bay, so maybe I could see one of these one day. And this one's like actually native to here, unlike the fox squirrels I see all the time. Forest dwellers. We're gonna get... I've noticed this ever since I started like photographing critters. Squirrels are like the most photogenic creatures. They're always being goofy and silly, and like they're like very approachable compared to other mammals. So you kind of see them all the time. Yeah, so there's a lot of invasive squirrels here too. So yeah, you've probably seen one of these, but they're kind of hard to tell from eastern gray squirrels, which are also here. And then there's eastern fox squirrels, which have a yellow tummy, so those are easy to tell apart. And they're like often a little reddish, but not always. They like often at least a little reddish, sometimes quite reddish. But the tummy is the big giveaway. But I don't know how to differentiate these from eastern gray squirrels. It's the tail looks different. Like this like skunk pattern tail. Do they all have that? Because that's quite distinctive. So these are shyer than those. That's good to know. Let's just say western gray squirrel versus eastern gray squirrel. Okay, let's see from the squirrel subreddit. More golden undertone. Eastern squirrels are more golden and blockier. Which squirrels can be up to 2 feet tall, standing on their hind legs? That's insane. I feel that's huge. Yeah, I just think western gray squirrels are quite... Yeah, this looks like a California ground squirrel to me. I think that, yeah, that is a California ground squirrel. I'm glad I'm getting good at identifying the local squirrels. And let's check these out on an extra list. Oh shit! Wait, we ran into these exact images before, but with the bunny, and now it's the squirrel. This is insane. We have run into this exact image set when we got this bunny, and we all like laughed and laughed because it's so funny. We now have the squirrel. We just need to roll the berg, which I'm sure you know that's happening any day now. Insane. That's so funny. This was like not that long ago, I feel. These images are also like, if you weren't there for that stream, these images are so good. I shouldn't undersell that, but it's so funny. We got them both. That's welcome, Holly. Welcome. Yeah, it's in the caption. Wait, I completely forgot about this. This was like maybe my favorite part. Drama. These guys all normally get along pretty well, but here, a squirrel decided to start something. Moments later, they're back to munching sunflower seeds side by side again. I love that the story has such a sweet and happy resolution. I also love how this is phrased. The squirrel decided to start something. Ah, so good. Yeah, yeah, the Battle Royale. God, can I find the... I wonder if I just search sunflower. Yes, yes, here's the other review. Mountain cottontail. Incredible. Man, I could have gotten a photo of this. If I was just a little more vigilant, maybe I could have like gone out somewhere, seen one of these, taken a picture, and used in the review. Too late now. But thank God I'm killing, I guess, because we already have the perfect image. Absolutely these, yeah. Though like a bit less so than fox squirrels. These are unfortunately, I think, not doing super hot. Like all over California. But I think they're slowly getting pushed out by invasive squirrels. So you see them like less and less. Found in cities and occasionally not orchards, but does not generally thrive in close proximity to human developments. I can't believe they're 2 feet tall getting on hind legs though, that's crazy. Yeah, again, like once they get that big, the rodents lose their gumminess to me. And I think these are quite constant, just not as much as they could be. In here it seems quite sour, like starting that fight. And yeah, I think these are again quite the... Actually, I don't know, I think they're less constant and more of these. Because again, they are kind of like declining, unfortunately. I think they're still like classified least concern, but there is a trajectory there, unfortunately. I think they're doing like fine in the countryside. I think the squirrels are only like a really big problem in cities where they like really thrive. So the first note that should be once again the entire caption, and then just holy shit, we got the other one. And 2 feet tall standing on their hind legs. It is extremely good. I can't believe that happened. Alright, let's spin another mammal. Philantomba maxwellii. No, the other one is not full art. We have only done full art, I want to say, 3 times. Once Chige with the common shrew, once with the scary bat, and once with the monkey playing basketball. And I believe those are the only full arts in the 1000 plus. Wait, what's the 4th one, Gerbil Ninja? Which one am I forgetting? Why? A Dreaker. Wait, the 1000... Yeah, the 1000 had extended art, but not full art. We've gotten like... You don't think 1000 had full art? It had like weird stuff. It had like an embroidery. This is a Dreaker. This is Maxwell... sorry, I think it's pronounced Diker. This is Maxwell's Diker. But yeah, I can only rig as Dweaker. God, these illustrations are so good. The Book of Antelopes! I need to buy the Book of Antelopes 1894. That's apparently where this illustration is from. Thank you, Maxwell, yeah. Also, welcome, Farm Skags. It tends to concentrate on food items up to 3 centimeters in diameter. This is only tiny things. While larger species eat items up to 6 centimeters. How big is this? 50? Hagen body length is 60 to 100 centimeters. It's quite small. Oh my god. For an antelope? I figured it was like ducks or something. It looks like that. That's very cute though. Plunges through bushes when pursued. Related to duck. I think we can just falsely claim that these are related to ducks. God, they're so alien. Every time we roll Jaker, I point out there's something like really weird where you can kind of make out their skulls from their heads. You see what I mean? Like, you can... I mean, they're really cool, but it's, like, slightly disturbing. There's just something, like, really strange about their heads. Yeah, exactly. Welcome, Lonely Pusherwoman. Welcome, welcome. Look at that. Tell me that isn't an alien. Tell me that isn't an alien. Oh, awesome. This is the only CC BY image of them. Hell yeah. Whoa, crazy story. Hug. God. This image is by... Yeah, and apparently they're like called divers because of how they dive into bushes, which is very cute. And apparently the word duck also comes from the same root, which is quite wonderful. Yeah, it's like it's a weird face that you're normally only used to seeing on backs on the stream. I absolutely agree. It's not gummy, it's like the opposite of gummy. It's like bony. It is... Okay, one is probably insane, but... It's least concern, and something about its scare gives constancy to me. I think, like... Just the fact that it's, like, not... Yeah, it's just, like, it's relentless scare. That's really all there is to it. That's constant. I think these are quite sour. They're too alien to be these. But they're like too interesting to be not very these, so I guess they end up in the middle. weird little alien. Only eats 3 centimeter foods due to its size, unlike its larger relatives which prefer 6 centimeter food. Is there anything else? What does GBF have to say? Thrives in disturbed habitats. Yeah, it's very resilient. Yeah. Very resilient, unbothered by human developments. God. Dikers are so weird. Oh yeah, Relegate ducks. I almost forgot Relegate ducks. Relegate duck. Let's spin another. Oh, actually, maybe we should cut to Ags. I think I do not have time for another mammal before the ag break. So I will quickly run Ags. I'll be back in like 4-ish minutes. See you all soon. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and spin another mammal. Cryptotis. Cryptotis. We've had crypt something before, like crypto something before. Oh shit! Oh shit, I think we may have had this genus. Goldman's broad-clawed shrew. The cryptic shrews. Why are they called this? Is it like... Oh, cryptic ears? Because their ears are not... Because my Ogus is like mouse-eared bats. I think Ogus might be like... Or Tis might be ear. And these are the cryptic eared shrews, which is quite cute because their ears are invisible. They have 30 teeth. Taxonomic chaos. Sorry, I was just reading about small-eared shrews. Yeah, Cryptogus is like small-eared, but for some reason this one's called broad-clawed, even though it's in the genus. Oh, you know, it's like, it depends on which subgroup, which subgenus you're in. What name you get. Wonderful. Check out that range. I love shrew ranges. Like, just... There's the one patch of Mexico. There's 0 chance we have a photo, but let's check. Yep. But there should at least be an illustration. Or like a pair of teeth. It's weird because they're like, look at this image. I'm like, welcome Greedrug, how evening, welcome. We're reviewing a shrew. We have the Goldman's broad-clawed shrew. It's weird because on Wikipedia, the range looks so tiny, and yet we have georeference. I think they're expanding. I think they are conquering all of Mexico. Because, like, look at this map. It's, like, all over the place. Not just this one tiny patch down here. Oh, I think it, like, absorbed other species. I think it's that we used to thought those were their own species, but we now get psychic they're not. Relatively wide distribution seems to be common. But might be threatened by deforestation and agricultural and urban development. Probably carnivorous, insectivorous. Well, we really don't know much. Do we have an illustration? Goldman. $107. Oh, I get you crack on my book. There's like some issue with the transcription and the illustration is here. So prior to like a few months ago, I would be stuck here and I'd have to draw it. But I get out my physical copy that was wonderfully gifted to me of the Handbook of the Mammals of the World and look up Cryptotis goldmani and get that image. Goldman's broad-clawed shrew. $433? Page 433, really. And if I just go back till I get to the color plate. Yes, I found it. Okay, 1 second. I need to take a picture of this book, this stupidly heavy book I have, and send it to myself so that I can, like, properly... Hey, thank you for the follow! Thank you, thank you. Now, let me pull up this shrew image. Let's post it in the Discord. Yes. Shrew illustration acquired. Under, like, bag lighting so you can see the texture of the page, but it's chill, it's chill. The cool thing is I took this photo. This is not on GBIF. The illustrations, of course, Tony love it. Goldman's Brog log. True, and let's make it so the image is not covering up everything. There we go. Shrews are quite gummy, I think. I think we've been over this. Shrews are definitely gummy. Constant, well, it's widespread, but population might be threatened. So I think it's like fairly constant, but not as constant as could be. This one looks a bit more sour than like the past shrews. No, this thing's way too obscure. God, was there anything? Oh yeah, they are expanding. I find it really funny that the listed range is so much smaller than the actual observations range. Yeah, this is the third shrew at least. We've had at least 3 today. And I feel like we haven't gone through too many mammals. Yeah, this was mammal 11, so very, very high shrew density off the bat. Erethizon? Dorsata. Whoa, page does not exist. Why didn't this redirect work? Oh, because it's dorsatum. But also, holy shit, wait, I'm burying the league, the North American porcupine. Hell yeah. Also known as the Canadian porcupine, second largest rodent in North America. This is the porcupine. This is what you imagine when you think of porcupines, probably, because these are the ones that are like way more present in American media, I believe. Like, these are the only ones, right? These are the only ones that make it to North America. Porcupines are so nose. Actually, I think these are actually somehow less nosed than some of the, like, South American porcupines are crazy. They look really strange. Some of them are even more nosed than this. God, they're so cute. Huge range. I had no idea, man. Are they really? There's no way it's this easy to see a porcupine, right? There's no way there are porcupines in every, like, you know, in all of these places. That's an insane range. There's no way I've spent, like, most of my life living right in the middle of, like, porcupine territory, right? Honestly, I would have, like, assumed this thing just lives, like, in the desert or something. There's no way they're like porcupines are running around in like New York City. Yeah, there's just one hanging in Ottawa. That's crazy. I had no idea they're that far. What? Well, they're up like in Alaska. That's truly insane to me. I always thought like porcupines were kind of a warm climate desert creature. Rural New York is possible? That's New York's gig is possible? That's crazy. Yeah, it must be that they just like do not thrive in cities at all, and you need to be like way out in the country to say them, and that's why I'm not like nearly as familiar. You need to be a juvenile male with quails. I'm not sure if you meant quails or not. Quails is awesome. I need quails. $30,000 quills covering everywhere except its underbelly, face, and feet. Primarily used for defense, but they also keep it warm. And one threatened muscles make them like scan gout, which then makes them easier to decatch, especially when the tail is swung toward an attacker. Well, they have like immunity to their own quills. The quills have like antibiotic properties to protect them from being injured by their own quills when they like poke themselves after falling or something. Wow. This image is insane. Look at it eating the apple. This is so good. I love animals. I'm learning this from this stream. Animals kind of rock. Yeah, he does. Near psychic and slow moving. Yes. Yes. 30,000 quills is so many. The only known birds to eat it are golden eagles and great horned owls. They live 30 years. Common causes of mortality include purgation, starvation, falling out of a tree, and being hit by a car. Falling out of a tree being listed as a common source of death is kind of rough. I feel like they should have like evolved around that by now. I feel like they should have figured out that climbing business. Common throughout its range. Allegedly, I've never seen them. Porcupines are infamous among backpackers for their love of salt, especially eating rogue salt-covered boots left outside of the tent overnight. That's so funny. They will just eat your boots because they love salt so much. Oh my goodness. This is such a cute image. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. The albino one? And then the melanistic one. Wow. And then the glow-in-the-dark one? Is this just UV lighting or something? There's no explanation. This one just glows blue. That's just one of the ones that can glow blue, I guess. Oh, and that's the only CC. Oh, wait, no, it's not the only CC by image, but that is CC by. We can use it. Oh my god. Look at these. God, this is a fantastic image. That would be really good. Like, you just take a photo of an anemone and upload it, but everyone just like use it as a porcupine and then it's just stuck as that. North American porcupine. Gummy? No. Do not eat this. I think this. No, I think an armadillo or something would get a 1 gummy. So I think this thing is a bit higher score because it is kind of squishable. Conskin, it sounds like despite never having seen one, it sounds like these are thriving. I guess they're just only in the countryside, but yeah. Sour? In a sense, like, if you tried to drink it, it would be bad, like it would hurt. Or something. I don't know, they just seem kind of grumpy as well. I think these are sour. These, absolutely. Iconic animal, are you kidding me? This is like the porcupine. Yeah, I think bear might Mexico. But like, which bear is the gummy bear? I feel like it's a black bear. Black bears always look like the friendliest ones. Yeah, very much not pop in your mouthable. Iconic animal. Like the only North American porcupine. The range map is crazy. They just have these everywhere. Common cause of death. Falling from a tree. It's just so, man, you feel bad for it, but they're just so silly. Like, this, how should they not, how are they just not good at climbing? Or how should they not just not hang in the trees? How has this not been sorted out yet? How have they not evolved a way around this? It seems like this isn't like a predator that is constantly adapting to get you, or some like very sudden ecosystem change. How are they just constantly falling out of trees? Really good rolls today. Desmana moschata. The Russian Desmond, critically endangered semi-aquatic mammal. What the hell is this thing? What's a Desmond? What? This is an alien. Look at that face. What is the? Wait, are you familiar with the Desmond, Malibe? This is the only Desmond. Semi-aquatic mole? Sopping wet Desmond? Wait, is this the one you've been waiting for? Wait, yes, yeah, can you say the one you've been waiting for this whole time's a mole? Sopping wet Desmond? This is an insane creature. What was there? This is it. Hell yeah. Was there anything particular, or did you just love this creature? Because I guess I just, in virtue of itself, like, what can I say? Like, I 100% get it. Holy shit. Yes, congrats, Malibe. I was so worried because you have repeatedly mentioned. Yeah, I know. Part of why this looks insane is like it's like clearly taxidermy of maybe not a creature that's been preserved great, but it is such a funny looking one. I'll see. Okay, I will keep reading. Constructs burrows on the banks of ponds and slow-moving streams, but prefers small, overgrown ponds with abundance of insects, crayfish, and amphibians. They often live in groups of 2 to 5. One of 2 surviving Desmans, so there is another one, not in the same genus, but in its tribe. The Pyrenean Desman, but I don't want to spoil that. Like other moles, it is functionally blind and obtains Muscovics sensory input from touch-sensitive Eimer's organs at the end of its long bilobed snout. However, its hind legs are laterally flattened specializations for its aquatic habitat. Feels insane to me that you, like, primarily navigate by means of sense of touch, but you also live semi-aquatically. Easily the largest species of moles that weighs a pound. Wow. 400 to 520 grams. 18 to 21 centimeters in length. Its fur used to be highly sought after in the fur trade. They provide comfort to themselves by grooming, scratching with hind legs. Hell yeah, exactly. It is crazy that they're semi-aquatic. That is so bizarre for a mole. Russian Desmond provide comfort to themselves by grooming, scratching with hind feet, washing, biting out of nails, and biting out of fur. Yeah, semi-aquatic mole is so funny. Oh! Insane photo! Wait, these are... Wow. Wait, this is wonderful. We have to save the Russian Desmond. Yeah. Are they cuddly? Oh, this isn't the one that lists whether they're cuddly. They swim well using their tails and hind feet to propel them through the water. When underwater, they remain submerged and keep tips of snouts just above the water for breathing. Incredibly cute. For orientation, they rely on hearing, smell, and touch. But they have poor vision. In danger, they always escape into water. However, post-natal dispersion is over land. They excavate burrows into steep banks. The entrance is always below the water surface. Usually at depths, allowing it to be usable even when the water's frozen. Captive ones? Who's keeping captive Russian Gesmans? That's the dream. I need a giant Russian Gesman tank. That would be insane. Captive ones built nests with mosses. 1 to 3 tunnels with gagangs, each 20 to 30 centimeters long. Leg from the nest. God, these are awesome. As a rule, a Russian Gesman will dig until it reaches a tree that will shelter the nest. Mainly floodplains with water at all times. They prefer densely vegetated lakes and still rivers with muggy bottoms and high abundance of invertebrates. I'm like still getting used to like aquatic shrews, which is crazy. An aquatic mole is so good. They make their like home smell like foul. They like rub a very strong scent all over it, which isn't for social communication but for orientation. So they know they're close to home when they like smell that wonderful home skink. That's great. Oh, good image in the Discord? Holy shit! Holy shit, where is this from? This is phenomenal! Wait, let's just like admire it for longer before we try and track this down. Holy shit. That is so good! That's like unreal. That's CGI. They did not actually do that. That's too human. It's from Desmond's. I kind of like it better without the little hacks and monocles, because I feel like the little hacks and monocles are just so strongly implied already by this image that you don't need them. It's like overkill. Welcome, Halcyon Vibes, yeah. Yeah, this is Jim Henson. These are puppets. Oh god, this like attribution is gonna be impossible to find. Wow, thank you so much for that image. Okay, Velisca gets Nikolai Spielnak. Yeah. Yeah, that seems to be right. Well, there's like a forum. God, it's insanely good image. Okay. We'll know one day. If you're not gonna be there, you could like spoiler the image, and I promise, and put it in the Discord. I promise I will not open it, as torturous as that may be. Or you could just like, I don't know, if it's easy to find, maybe I'll just stumble on it. I'll like remember to just Google it when I get it. God. I mean, like, how much better of an image? Like, it's crazy to me that this isn't even the image you really wanted to send me. This is like one of the best images I've ever seen during the stream. I'm like so curious what the one you really wanted to post was. God. Oh my god, Desmond's rule. God, we need to save the Desmond. They're both endangered, the Russian one critically, so. Oh my god, insane snow. But I think that's a Pyrenean. Wait, I should be careful. I don't want to learn too much about the Pyrenean one. I don't want to accidentally say the image. Oh, do we have video?
The marshes around the Ural River in Kazakhstan.
Stop, don't autoplay. I do not care about the historical significance of the Kremlin. I'm here for Desmond content only. Get out of here. Oh my god, okay, seeing them in motion, like... Holy shit. Gummy, yeah. Constant, yeah, they've like, they're living fossils, it seems like, absolutely. Sour? I thought these ones are critically endangered. I really hope so, Greenshra. Like, yeah, just quotation marks, the Gesman, plus, like, DeviantArt might be the, like, crucial search there. Let's DeviantArt. Sour? No, they're so joyful, I can't call them sour, even though I'd love for these to have a crazy high score. Yeah, hey, we should go back and review, because I don't have, like, Felix, the Forest Goldfield mouse. The nose is the quickest way to tell them apart. Awesome, okay. These. Holy shit. Aquatic mole. The one Malibe has been waiting for the whole time. Look at that image. Insane known situation. It like twitches around and stuff. Yeah, you're finally free. You're finally free. You finally gonna have to come to every stream just in case I roll a Desmond while you're not here. Incredible. I'm gonna include your quote because I think it was very funny. "99% moles give up digging before hitting it back. 1% of moles tunneled into a lake and became Desmonds." Just phenomenal creature. You were so right for this. Holy shit. Alright, let's spin another mammal. It's crazy that these are just out there. You can just go to a pond and one of these is swimming in there. That, like, cannot be real. Oh, another squirrel. The cum lovers are squirrel. This is Townsend's. Townsend's ground squirrel. Wait, this is the ground squirrel I'm always need to watch out for, because in theory any squirrel I see could be one of these, but they're much rarer than any ground squirrel I see could be a Townsend's, but they are much rarer than the California ground squirrels I see all the time. So I'm always hoping that this squirrel I saw was a Townsend. I think they have this like black shoulder patch or something often. I should learn more about this. Wait, no, it's not Townsend's, because Townsend's should only be in Washington, and then it wouldn't be warning about me. It's another ground squirrel that I'm thinking of. I think it's another ground squirrel that I'm thinking of. Yeah, and these don't have the black patch. Okay, never mind. False alarm. I've never been close to seeing one of these in my life. Well, these are so cute! Oh my god. Incredibly rare ground squirrel. God. What wrong tool? That was awesome. Yeah, less than 10% of its native habitat remains. That's quite sad. At least it's not endangered yet. There's like no information there, that's weird. God, they're so cute. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy you're free. God, I love these. Squirrels are so good. I feel we get you used to them because we see them all the time. And ground squirrels are like a little strange, which I appreciate. I don't think they're gummy though. Unfortunately non-constant. Kind of look sour. They're too rare to be these. Rare squirrel. Really good pictures, though. Washington exclusive. That's good. Spin another mammal. Murina, wait, Murina's good, right? Wait, no. What is Murina? No, they're tube nose backs. I always get pranked by Murina. I think it's because of Sirena or something. Welcome, Addictive. We are reviewing every mammal. I'm like a big over 1,000 mammals in. We've been doing this for, I don't know, half a year now. And we're reviewing mammals. Today's criteria are gummy, constant, sour, and these, as randomly selected from a list of English adjectives. We just reviewed Townsend's ground squirrel, and we're now working on the brown tube-nosed bat. Oh yeah. Yeah, I love when someone finds me through the science tag. It's like quite rare. Unfortunately, a lot of the like science tag is just like 157 like always on streams of like earthquake monitoring or something, which is cool and all, but it's like hard to like find new content there because like the same 300 streams that never end. But it's cool when someone is, I do take a peek in there quite often, and it's cool when people are actually streaming science. Oh hell yeah. God, the like eyes are like buried under the flesh almost in a way that's like very disturbing to me. Hell yeah, Gerbil Ninja. If I remember correctly, I think you're the only one who I know for a fact found my stream through the Science Cat tag. I believe you have mentioned that before, Gerbil Ninja. I don't think anyone else has. Most people have just like found me through like watching mutual streams or rigs or whatever. My dream skill is for someone to find me through an actual. It's gonna be so funny and so cool if I got like a regular viewer from just someone who like clicked onto my naturalist profile and followed me from there. One day. It kind of does look gummy. Okay, what's there on GBF? Calls are steep FM sweeps. Common throughout much of its wide distribution, does not seem to face any major threats. It increased in abundance after logging. This thing just cannot be stopped. Thrives in disturbed habitats. Forges for insects and plantations in areas with clustered vegetation. Thank you. I hope it's a little surreal. I hope it's like not too hinged, you know? Wow. It kind of looks yummy. Yeah, extremely constant because of what we just read. Wow. I think the fact that it's just so unbothered by things. I'm not giving it a sour score. Too obscure should be these. Yeah, exactly. Normal hinge behavior like rigging mammals by how these they are. We chop down their habitat and their numbers only increased. These are unstoppable. Actually, when I put it like that, I want to give it like even higher constant score. There wasn't really much else. I like that comment. I think I might just stick with it. Let's spin another mammal. Dicrostonyx? Nelsoni. NYX always makes me think bat, because, you know, if they're talking about the night, but it could be like some other nocturnal animal. Like a Nelson's collared lemming. I think I've repeatedly said that and been wrong. Holy shit. Wait, this... okay, for a second I thought in this illustration there was like a little snowman over here, which would have been so cute. But what it is, I don't know if this is like albino or a different lemming or something, but this is an awesome illustration. I love the pair of them. I love that this one is just like plain white. Oh, is there summer and winter plumage? Not plumage, these are not birds. What's it called? Pelage? Yeah, of course. Sorry, we don't get Arctic animals often enough, so I always forget that this is a thing they're capable of. It's crazy to me that they just seasonally change that much. Depicting a lemmingos. God, that is such a nice winter coat. It's crazy that these are the same animal. yeah, watching over there, love it. Incredible. Lemmings, like, I think are one of the few animals that, like, really thrives in the Arctic. There's, like, a lot of those up there. I love that illustration so much. I'm confused you should keep it. Yeah. I don't think there's any, no observations anyways. Which is interesting, because I think there are very few mammal species in the United States which have not been photographed, including, I thought at one point they were claiming the Mount Lyell shrew was like the last one. But evidently not, because no one has a photo of Nelson's collared lemming. Or maybe we have a photo, it's just not on iNaturalist or Wikipedia. That, I guess it's entirely possible. Is this the same species or a different colored lemming? This is Groenlandicus, which is not the one we want. I'm not sure if I believe an image, a photo of this creature exists. I definitely haven't, like, looked hard enough. I'm starting to wonder if there are no photos of this. Anyways. Oh yeah, who is this image by? A long ass attribution. I'm not sure exactly who, like, illustrated this and what's going on with why there are so many listed authors, but I guess I just include them all. I don't know if this is gummy per se. Constant? I think there's, like, an implied resilience in, like, living that far north into the Arctic that, like, helps its constancy score. Terrestrial, probably active throughout the year. Lives in drier and rockier shrublands and tundra. Eats leaves, flowers, bugs, and roots of shrubs, herbs, and sedges. Willows are especially important as a winter food. Okay. I don't know, these feel kind of cool to me, which makes me want to give them a higher Z score, even though I don't really think I'm at all justified in doing those. Really cool winter coat. It might not be photographed, even though all American mammals are supposed to have been. What's up with that? Willows are an important winter treat. There we go, that's good for this. Let's roll another mammal. Ragus koopmani. Oh, we can blaze through Koopman's rat. God, call it is indeed Koopman's rat. Or Koopman's Pulling Island rat. Very cute image. Okay, maybe I shouldn't speak so soon. Extremely cute image. Look at that. Yeah, I do love the climbing racks. Reached by Carlos Bocos. Opens right. They also, like, I love when they climb on something that's like a tenth the size of them, you know? Like, I love a kind of chubby rat climbing on an incredibly thin twig so much. The way it, like, clumsily wraps its body around it, it looks so nervous. It's so good. It's so good. So it's in the same species group as Ragus ragus, which I assume it's like brown rag or something. Yeah, black rat, I mean. Brown rat, I think it's the Norwegian one, which is like the default rat, house rat. It's very close to default rat, despite like looking quite different, I think. Probably terrestrial. That image begs to differ. This thing looks arboreal as hell here. Or maybe it gets terrestrial, that's why it looks so awkward up here. It does not know what it's doing. I think rodents are kind of gummy. Constant, it's like gig efficient. We don't really know this one. I don't think it's very constant. Nor do I think it's sour. It looks quite like, delightful and friendly and just nervous more than anything. These, I love it, but this is not an iconic animal. You do not know this. Look at it dangling up there. Probably terrestrial. Close relative of default rat. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's spin another mammal. Rhagomys? Rufescens. The Brazilian arboreal mouse. Speaking of climbing mice, it can be distinguished by this only other species in its genus by the absence of spines. Oh yes, it's another formerly believed to be extinct. It's another unextincted mammal. Believed to be extinct after not being seen for 100 years, but then it just showed up one day. Incredibly rare mouse. I do love the climbing mice. Little is known about this species. One of them, the only thing we really know is one of them ate several ants. Awesome. We think because of its feet shape that it either climbs trees or scrambles among the undergrowth. This is really cool that you can derive that from the foot shape. Also, welcome Gabagool Gremlin. Welcome. Here's the lurker mouse. God, are there gonna be any images of the Brazilian arboreal mouse? Of course not. But if it's like, it sounds like we've caught them in traps and they're kind of studying. So I wonder if we do have like images from papers. Oh hell yeah, oh hell yeah. Wait, no, but that's, I think this is a trick. I think this is a different mouse, like just also appears on this page. Oh, that's a different guy. That's a different guy. That's Julio Miss. I think we might have like this, but this is our only option. I'm going with the delightful illustration and not the horrid jug specimen. 597. Oh, hello. Hello, 597. Cherry scrambled, exactly. Yeah, it is such a cute eye. They have like bigger eyes than a lot of Rex too, and I think that helps it quite a lot. There we go. Beautiful. The Brazilian climbing rat. Yeah, I'm a fan. This looks less gummy than the rodents we had before. I think it's just like a more compact shape. Constant. No, they were like gone for 100 years. It doesn't get much less constant than that. Sour, no, not really. Again, way too obscure. But I like it, so I'm gonna give it a slightly higher score. We thought they were extinct for like 100 years, but then they showed up one day. We've only found them on the ground, but feet shape suggests they might be in other places mostly. Cute. I think that's good for the Brazilian climbing rat. Ctenomys. Oh man, we are in like this is the rodent heavy stream. Yes, okay, wonderful name. The Porsagus African fat mouse. We do have an African fat mouse though. Fat mouse alert. I hope it gets fat. I hope there's not false advertising. Oh god, we have like horrible teeth. Nocturnal and terrestrial. It estimates a complex burrow. Typically in a termite mound or the burrow of an aardvark. That's pretty awesome. They like live in aardvark's homes. Did you get fat during the wet season? They're only sometimes fat, I think. Yeah, we get tricked a lot on this stream. Oh, awesome color plate. I love the difference in size between these two adjacent mammals. Wait, but it's not included in here? Oh no, it's not in this image at all. Wait, do I have to draw the Poussard's African fat mouse? What is this genus? Is there anything? The fat mice. We do have fat mice images. That is kind of a chubby mouse. Yeah, are there any other descriptors for what this looks like that I can incorporate as I draw this? The factual gerbil is gonna go crazy. We've had several factual creatures. I think it's it's a common storage decision to like keep all your fag in your tail for the winter. God, there's like grayish brown dorsally, soft and grayish brown. Small in general, but large for a Rhagomys. Large round ears, so I can definitely do that. Okay. There's stuff to go on here. There is stuff to go on for this drawing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's kind of scary. Not that big of an eye. Yeah, we're cooking. Is that like a grayish brown fur? I'm imagining something like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it kind of looks disturbing, but kind of awesome. I think that's a good balance. I think I know what you mean, actually. I need to copy the common name too, because it's like absurdly long. Yeah, sure, this is gummy. Oh, that would be quite fun. Like reviewing the Monster Hunter monsters. That could be a great collab or something, if you'd be interested. God, is this thing sour? No, it looks like a sweetie. I don't think this is sour. No one knows these, unfortunately. There's not these. Notes. Fat mouse. Lives with aardvarks, right. I think that's good. I think that's good. Yeah. I think I'll do one more, just need to go fast, because an ag's coming up and I'm out of snoozes. Nanoscurus, tiny squirrel, we can go quickly. And then that brings us to 20, which is always the number I aim for. Nanoscurus speedrun, black-eared squirrel, hell yeah. Oh, it resembles the least pygmy squirrel. The least pygmy squirrel is awesome, so I'm excited. This is gonna be a tiny squirrel. I hope we have a photo of a live one. Yes! Excellent creature, excellent creature. I know we're speedrunning. I only have 6.5 minutes left, but we all have to take a second to appreciate this, because holy shit. Look at this. This thing is tiny, by the way. This thing is like mouse-sized. Right? I love pygmy squirrels. Pygmy squirrels are so good. Yeah, similar vibe. Black-eared squirrel. Hey, welcome, Benemy. Welcome. Just in time for the last mammal to stream, the black-eared squirrel, which is so cute. Yeah, look at how tiny this thing is. Look at how tiny this thing is. Isn't that awesome? It's just like a little bug. This is actually a bug. Thank you. I'm very proud of my Nurgle. Yeah, this is a slug. Mostly seen on tree trunks and major branches due to its foraging behavior. Hell yeah. It is a bark gleaner. Beautiful. Gummy, yeah. Constant, kinda. Sour, not really. Maybe a little. These, absolutely. Tiny. Like a little furry, cute slug. Like a little furry slug. I don't want anyone to read that as me suggesting slugs are not cute, because they definitely are. Mostly found on trunks and major branches due to foraging behavior. Just a lovely creature. Look at it. Man, okay, that's very successful speedrun, which is, I feel like that's good, because now we have more time to, like, admire the beautiful black-eared squirrel. What an awesome creature. It is so small. Look at it. Look at it. Oh my god. I love how, like, tightly it clings to trees. That is so cute. That is so good. I love the black-eared squirrel. I feel like there was like a little obscure rodent slump, but a lot of them were like kinda cute or had something funny going on, like they're called the Fat Mouse and Chew Bag, and then very good stream otherwise. Like I think we got the Aquatic Mole is still it will always be insane to me. That was like one of the coolest things I've learned about on this. Yeah, I think we had good ones today. Thank you all so much for joining me. A lot of people are live. I should just choose someone. I don't think I've ever gone to raid Tiff. Tiff is wonderful. Tiff makes like really great plushes. I have some Dragon Quest slimes, which are wonderful. Yeah. I think they're playing Dokapon with Gigi. Thank you all so much for coming by. I will see you all next time. Goodbye, everyone.